Flight simulator is relaxing, till the voices start talking back. Today is my first flight on VATSIM, Dubai to Doha in the Emirates A350. Apparently, it's not just a game. Alright. Completely dark A350. Let's have a look over the top. I just see a couple of lights. Try that one. Try that one. Batteries would be a good idea. RSs. And then, okay, right. Back into this. Let's have a listen. Oh, thank you.
Emirates 007.
Emirates 007 negative on the frequency. That is not the departure frequency. You will get the departure frequency from the tower after departure. I will have to repeat the clearance again. Emirates 007 Dubai delivery hello clear to Doha Hamad via the Nabex 3 Foxtrot departure. Maintain altitude 4,000 feet and squawk 0533.
Alright, so we're going to check.
Airport
That's really loud.
via
So I turn these guys down.
Navic 3
Ugh,
Foxtrot departure.
can't turn them down.
Squawk
Correct engines,
correct
correct aircraft. That's correct as per the OFP. 6th of August is actually out of date.
Emirates 007, thank you very much.
Pretend it's
Feedback is correct. Information echo is now current. QNH 1000, report and ready for push and start.
That's us.
Saudi 561, we are ready for push start.
Let's go. There goes the
Sorry,
OAS.
561, report stand number.
We're going to need some charts for the topo. Dubai. We'll start with the parking chart. We are
Sorry,
on
561, report stand number, please. Hard aircraft, right?
Alpha 3, so I'll use that one.
Sorry, say again.
Ground chart.
Report to stand number, please.
Right.
Just and identify you.
Departure.
Stand Charlie 59.
On
Sorry, 561, thank you very much. Stand Charlie 59, hold position. Contact Dubai ground 121, that's
Cool.
650, good day.
Contact
All right.
11650.
So then we'll come up to the FCP.
Dubai delivery, Assalamu alaikum, Emirates 719, request for clearance, please do I don't be.
All right.
Emirates 719er Dubai ground.
Database.
Question Dubai delivery. Hello.
That's good.
Clear to
Can use
Nairobi via
that.
the Anvix 7 Foxtrot departure. Maintain altitude 4,000
Just
feet.
recall
And
all
squawk
and have a
0537.
look. See if
Nairobi,
anything
Anvix 7
pops up here, which it doesn't. That works. Check the tech log, make sure that it works.
0537, Emirates 719.
Go up and do a fire test on the APU.
Emirates 719 back is correct. Information echo. QNH 1000. Reports ready for push and start.
Information echo QNH 1000, Emirates 719.
Start the APU. Now we can do some takeoff performance.
stand, Fox for requesting the push and start.
Ideally, we'd get that from here.
Skyline 241, Roger, hot position. Contact Dubai ground 118.350. Good day.
18350 for flight by 241, thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, Turkish 1924 on gate Foxtrot 22, request IFR clearance to Kuwait. Information echoes on board.
So we'll get it from over here. Takeoff performance.
Turkish 1924, Walaikum Salam, Dubai delivery hello. Clear to Kuwait via the Rida 2 Foxtrot departure. Maintain altitude 4,000 feet and squawk
Fine.
is
I'll do this manually.
0504.
Clear to Kuwait via the Rida 2 Foxtrot departure, initial climb clearance 4,000 feet and squawk
And we're gonna
0504.
need to give it
Turkish
a wait.
1924.
Turkish 1924, read back is correct information. Echo, QNH 1000.
I appreciate that's not realistic, but it's quicker.
Information Echo is on board, QNH 1000 and
So 173.7 and 15.2 is going to be 188.9.
Information Echo on board. Requesting our clearance to Doha. Aircraft type is Boeing 7667-300 cargo, and we're at stand Echo 8.
Let's be conservative. And compute.
X1508.
That makes sense.
Hello. Can you please confirm that you have filed the flight plan?
Alright.
Yes, sir, I have filed the flight plan.
So now that we've done our TOPA, our CM2, who's going to be our pilot monitoring today, will check.
Delivery Emirates 859 at Foxtrot 19,
here.
ready for push and start.
Oh, I can't see it. It's helpful. Alright, you want to check, make sure you've got more than 750 psi oxygen.
Unfortunately, I don't find your flight plan. Could you please refile it again? And big Emirates 859, Roger, hold position.
You want to have a look at the hydraulics,
And contact Dubai ground on
which within the filling range. Just, can we fix that?
You were stepped on a little bit there for Emirates 859. Can you repeat again? Sorry.
No problem. 118.5, correction, 350, good day.
Service the yellow system, that should be full now.
Emirates
Over to
859.
you. Hydraulics, that's good. Right.
Turkish
And back
1924 on
with
gate
engines,
Foxtrot 22,
but we need to
Requesting
look
broad
overhead,
information Echo, request
be
clearance,
able to
eerily.
get to...
Position at once, I got
Alright, let's have a look, see if I can fix the lighting in here.
Division 924, hold position, contact Dubai ground 118.350, good day.
Ground on 118.350, Master Turkish 194.
And FedEx 1508, thank you very much. Clear
Right,
to
13 quarts of oil, we've got 21, that works for
maintain
us.
altitude 4,000 feet.
And then you can turn those off again.
To the Doha by dynamics takeoff to departure and check 4,000 feet at OK 0515.
Okay, now the CM2 will do his walk around, and pilot flying will start setting up the FMS up here. Turning on the crew supply for the oxygen. This is the, as it says, the ground control of the recorder, so they will be able to hear everything we say on the ground. That makes sense. Nav light stays on 1, logo light stays on auto. These will go to auto. They're all different as per the operator. Some aircraft won't have these. When we have finished refueling, which today we have, put the seatbelt sign on. APU bleed is not allowed with ground air conditioning connected, but I'm going to assume it's not connected today and switch that on. External one can be switched off because it's not actually connected already. I'll show you.
FedEx 1508, I'm sorry, did you give me the readback for your clearance?
There it is. It's already disconnected. That's external one, not doing anything. So we can turn it off. Don't need it.
Just to confirm, please, could you...
We will turn this one off, but you can leave it on if you want to save fuel. One last thing to forget before we go. Fuel pumps on. Make sure everything at the back here is where it should be and we haven't messed it up. This all looks normal. We're not going to be carrying any cargo, so I should turn this guy off. And this is just a heater, so the colder you get it, the more efficient you are. Doesn't burn a lot of fuel. And just make sure that you test the CVR just by pressing in that for a second or two. Make sure that these resets up here are all where they need to be. Just pushed in. Okay, so we come down through the EFCP, and we'll sort this together later on. As we look down, we're checking to make sure these are in the correct positions. Anti-skid switch stays on. We'll have a look at the pedestal. Make sure the masters, of course, are off. We did that when we started our aeroplane. And turn that guy off. This is all good. Park brake is on, as indicated on the bottom of the PFD here. So now we can do our FMS. Start by going to surveillance page, just make sure this all looks normal. That will come back on when we go to default settings.
Emirates 719 Roger, hold
message
position
record,
contacted
and just make
Dubai
sure
ground
there's
118,
nothing
350, good day.
in here from a previous flight.
Ground 118,
If you are planning to use the
719.
CPDLC, you could pre-select that here and just make sure the ADS-C is armed and the emergency function is off. This is us, UE 888 from Dubai to Doha with Dammam. Flight level 220, cost index 72. The wind has inserted itself, which it wouldn't normally do. IRSs have aligned correctly. Going to be departing on runway 30 right. Navix departure. And then we'll go Doha. This will be carnage later on, but for now we'll plan the ILS on runway 16 left.
Roger, hold position contact.
And it's going to
Dubai
be
ground 121.650, good day.
Osna.
Hold position on contact ground 121.650, FedEx 15080.
Tosna.
Welcome, sir.
Try that one. Alright. You'll notice there's no predictions in here yet. The reason for that is that the aeroplane doesn't know how much it weighs, so it doesn't know how much it's going to burn. So let's go. Where? Load sheets. 1737 and 30.2. One, 7.3.7. 30.2. Let's see, we've got 15.1 tons just at the top of the screen there, so that could go in. Let's say we've got 250 passengers today. Just clicking a number out of thin air. Taxi, it's going to be 500 kilos. Contingency fuel, 1.6.
Position contact Dubai ground 118.350, good day.
Alternate is going to be 3.7, that's a lot.
Contact what, sorry?
118.350.
And our final reserve, 2.5. Alright. That all makes sense. 188.3 is less than the 190 tons that we calculated, which is good. Topa, let's have a look at the figures that we got earlier. 144, 148, 152.
Delivery Emirates 727, stand Bravo 2, request push start.
Come on.
727, Roger, hold position
Okay,
contact
we need
Dubai
flex
ground
and flaps. Flex 67, flaps 1 plus F.
Hold position, contact ground 118.350, Emirates 727, good day.
Alright, so this would, we wouldn't be able to fill in yet. That would come with the final load sheet, and this doesn't actually go anywhere. The aircraft will set its pitch trim automatically based on the number that it calculates here, and this is the number that you will get from your load sheet from the company. And if this doesn't match this by more than 1%, then it will generate an ECAM error saying something's not correct when you either press the takeoff config push button, which is this guy, or go to set takeoff thrust. So we'll check that later on. We'll simulate later on getting a final load sheet. This is where we would set the step outs, but there aren't any. We're just going to go up to 220.
Clear to.
And let me just cover one more thing on here.
I'm sorry, cleared.
Auto derates. I quite often hear
initial altitude 4,000 squawk 0,
people
200.
saying, oh, is this performance correct for the A350? It doesn't seem to climb very well. It doesn't climb very well. Low down, it's got a lot of power, but what auto derate does is basically simulates the rate of climb that you would have if you selected maximum continuous thrust at max takeoff weight. So it's going to take off a lot of the power if you're only doing 188 tons and climb as if you were really heavy. The reason for that is wear on the engines, and that is monitored by Rolls-Royce, the engine manufacturer. So the company really do want you to do that if possible. It doesn't actually save fuel. You might think because you're using less power, you're using less fuel, but the aircraft is designed to be efficient at altitude. So climb thrust, get up to altitude, over the long run will burn less fuel than reducing the thrust during your climb. We'll fill in the performance page later. You could consider filling it in now, but we'll have plenty of time on the way over to Doha. So, back to the init page, check the route. If there is nothing here, what you can do is just go new route, copy active, and then check your route here. You don't have to give it a name, you can press store route, and this would automatically change to route 1 or RTE1. Or you can put whatever you like in there. And then that's now stored if you need to reload it for any reason, but you'd compare this against your OFP. So I've got Napix, Papa 699, Oksari, Mike 430, that says to Putib, and then Tosna for the Tosna 1 Papa, that's correct. So we've got our routes. Good, so that one's done. Then we'll come on to the performance page, make sure we're 47 minutes, 9.5 tons and 269 miles. Makes sense. And at this point we can set, if we want, a engine out SID. Now there is one currently for Dubai. I'm not sure if it's going to work here because this is a company loaded. So let's pretend that there isn't one, and I'm just going to use
Stan Alpha 8 ready for push and start.
Dubai runway 30, right? Oh yeah. I'm going to register my keyboard today.
Emirates 238, that is correct.
Right. I pick a radial 299.
Mr. 38, Roger, hold position, contact.
And what that will do.
Ground 118,
what's the best way to do this? Let's go FCP. Let's zoom in up here. You see here, now we've generated a blue line. And that's beneficial if you have an engine failure after takeoff. You want to complete climbing in a straight line because that is the most efficient with the wing level. So that's how we do that. Back to our FMS. You could then consider coming in and setting position monitor. Some operators like you to put the threshold for the potential landing runway. So obviously if you take off on 30 right, you would land back on 30 left, assuming that you've left bits of burning aeroplane behind, so that now gives you a reference. You could always just switch on the ILS, but if you don't have time to change the destination in the flight plan, here's a quick way of getting a distance to a landing runway if you're in a really bad state. Okay, the other thing you would do for that exact scenario, you'd import the active flight plan into Sec1 and then why is it not there? Hello? That was weird. There we go. So from Delta Bravo 570, change it to go back to Dubai.
Agent 411, thank you very much. Feedback is correct information. Echo, QNH 1000. Report service of pushing flash.
QNH 1000 again, forward. Thank you.
So then you can click on here. Arrival.
Pakistan 7 Alpha, Dubai delivery, hello, clear to Karachi via the Ivuru 1.
Runway 30 left.
Maintain altitude 4,000 feet.
We'd want an ILS approach, so that's all you need.
0502.
If you like, you could put the weather in. I would argue that potentially, if you are coming back in a hurry, probably don't care. Let's, for argument's sake, put the Cat 1 ILS minima in here for an immediate return. Sometimes you could even go onto the go-around page, but then if you're having an immediate return and having a go-around, you're having a really, really bad day. Okay, so my FMS is complete. Hopefully by now my first officer will be back from the walk-around and we would join together to redo the FCP. Just heard our wonderful air traffic controller saying that the QNH is 1000, so you'd set 1000, then you'd have a look at PFD. With 1000, airfield elevation is about 20-30 feet, that makes sense. Then you could also have a look at your ISIS.
Dubai delivery, Pakistan 8 Kilo Fox, information Delta,
1000, there are limitations. As long as they're pretty close down here, it means it's certified as a backup for RVSM operations. Then most people use the four corners, but these are not required, so these are as required. You wouldn't switch on the weather radar here because you'd fry the poor people down here. Then as pilot flying, set your climb clearance, and you'd want to see climb nav blue, 1 FD2, 4,000 feet, and you've got V1 and V2 here. Next thing you would do, you would come down and do your oxygen test. So you'd open that, press the button, make sure that oxygen is flowing. You can also test the microphone. It's not going to work on here, but you need to turn this on, put this guy up to intercom, and then through the loudspeakers you'd hear the rushing of air as it blows through there. That tells you that the microphone in your oxygen mask is working. Once you've done that, you'd come up here and have a look, make sure that you've still got enough oxygen. Essentially what you want to see is after you've opened that valve that it's closed again, so that number is not rapidly decreasing as you're testing the oxygen. Okay, now you'd have a brief, you confirm the clearance. I don't think PDC is going to work, but this is how you would do it. Request clearance. Departure. Okay, we're on gate Alpha 3. I don't think this is going to work, but we can always try. What's the ATIS going on here at the moment?
Delivery 2104 on stand Delta 6 with the PDC and information echo.
Okay, thank you, Speedbird.
Super 104 Dubai delivery, hello. Hold position, contact Dubai ground 118.350, good day.
So that's gone up here.
Contact ground 118.350,
and that is a request.
104, bye bye.
Now we can close that one. Normally they would come back to you a few seconds later. Now I need a pen. Here's a pen. Alright, so we're not going to get a PDC. I'm going to have to write this down. Old school. Where's my transmitting thing? I'm going to go here. Crazy, isn't it? I've been flying for 20 years, and speaking to somebody on the internet is something so new. Almost a bit nervous. Delivery, good evening. Emirates 888, Airbus 359, Alpha 3, Airbus 350, with information Echo, QNH 1000, request clearance Doha, please.
Investigate Dubai delivery, hello, clear to the Hamad via the Navix 3 Foxtrot departure. Maintain altitude 4,000 feet and squawk is 6246.
Clear to Doha, Hamad, Navix 3 Foxtrot departure. Climb altitude 4,000 feet and squawk 6246, Emirates 888.
Emirates 888, back is correct. Information Echo correct. Clearance 1000 correct. Take post 194, push and start.
We have Echo and QNH 1000. Call again when ready for push and start. Emirates 888. Cool. We have our clearance. And then we would check that. The clearance that he gave us, Navix 3 Foxtrot, runway 30 right. That departure stops at 4,000 feet. Squawk. 6, 2, 4, 6. Here we go.
Until we can expect our PDC.
All right. Now that we've done that, they've confirmed that fuel's on board. The seatbelt sign is now on. We can do the before start checklist. No, we don't. It's called the cockpit preparation checklist. Gear pins and covers. We checked those that were removed when we came on. You want to check them? They are in this compartment here. And there they are. Fuel quantity, 15,100 kilos. That was enough. And barrier for QNH 1000. Set. Cockpit preparation checklist complete. Okay, so now at some point they would come on and tell you all the people are on board, so your final load sheet is correct, so your gross weight CFG 30.45, that can go in here.
Alright, then we'll take flight 420 then for 69 Echo.
30.4, that will work. Fantastic. Alright, so That's done. We're briefed. All the passengers are on board. We'll get them to close the last door.
Dubai ground 121.650 and
Close that.
1001.
How do we get them to close it? Close the doors. How does that work? Close it. Alright. That's been...
291 heavy with information echo.
Well, how do we get them to close the door?
To Atlanta.
Please close the door, people. Close all. There we go. Staring me in the face. There we go. So, for departure configuration, you can have that there. That there.
That's a 291 Dubai delivery.
That
Hello.
there.
Sorry, say again, please.
Cool, so now we know where we are.
We have information.
You could put the taxi light on, taxi camera on, but it's not programmed yet. And I think we're ready to go. This is what you want to see, other than the nose wheel steering disconnect. That means that they've connected the tug downstairs. But we'll do that when they want us to push.
Wait. Oh, sorry. Yeah. We're requesting clearance to Los Angeles, Delta 291.
Okay, so he's going to be on there. Surveillance page is ready to be turned on when we call for push and start.
Squawk 6273.
Let's get our charts. It's dark.
Okay, so we're cleared to depart at the Dasmo for Foxtrot departure. And altitude 4,000, squawk 6273, Delta 291.
Delta 291, back is correct information. Foxtrot is now current. QRH 1001, report on the information start.
Foxtrot 1001.
Information and we'll report ready for push and start, Delta 291.
And delivery Emirates 888 Heavy. We have copied new information. Foxtrot QNH 1001. We're ready now. Push and start from Bay Alpha 3.
United 88 Dubai delivery. Hello, hold position. Contact Dubai ground 118.350. Good day.
Hold position. Contact ground 118.350. Emirates 888. Masalama.
Masalama.
Alright, that's 11835. By ground, good evening, Emirates 888. Request push and start, please. Stand Alpha 3.
Emirates 888, Roger, stand by. Emirates 238, are you ready for taxi?
Emirates 238, just now ready for taxi.
Emirates 238, taxi via Zulu, Juliet 5, hold Kilo 14.
Taxi via Zulu, Juliet 5, Kilo 14, Emirates 238.
Hello.
Emirates 7, Dubai ground, do you copy?
Dubai ground, Emirates 007, go ahead.
Emirates 007 via Zulu, Lima 4, hold shortly before Alpha.
Taxi
it's busy.
Zulu, Lima 4, and hold short before Alpha, Emirates 007.
A lot of
Turkish
people.
1924, after the Qatari 777 from left to right, taxi right on mic, hold mic.
After Qatar 777, taxi right on mic and hold mic. Turkish 1924.
Seabird 104 stands out to 6, requesting push and start.
Nigel, you can wait.
Speedbird 104, push and start approved. Facing east on Juliet, please.
East on Juliet, Speedbird 104.
Cedar Jet 428, contact ground on 121650.
121650, Cedar Jet 428.
And Qatari 4 Romeo, contact ground on 121650. Welcome to Dubai.
What's going on with this guy?
with the other ground, Qatari 4 Romeo. Thank you. Speak to you later.
What are you doing over there, mate? Hello.
Emirates 721, continue taxi, hold Zulu Foxtrot.
These visuals are great, aren't they?
Continue taxi, hold Zulu Foxtrot.
I'm very easily amused.
Ground, very good evening, MH778, taxiing to holding point, Kilo Kilo.
Emirates 778, continue taxi on Kilo. You will be parking Foxtrot 3. Give way to company 777 on Zulu.
Taxiing to continue Kilo to stand Foxtrot 3, and we will be free to 777 traffic ahead of us, MH778.
Emirates 238, holding short Kilo 14.
Emirates 238, contact tower on 119.550. Have a good flight.
118.950, Emirates 238. Bye.
Check that frequency, 119.550.
119.550, Emirates 238. Bye.
Again, 411, good day, sir. Request push and start.
Busy.
Station calling for push and start, stand by. Turkish 1924, contact tower on 118.750.
118.750, Turkish 1924, thank you very much.
Emirates 007, you weren't given further clearance. Continue via Mike, hold Mike.
Continue via Mike and hold up Mike, Emirates 007.
So, Emirates 721, turn right on Lima 4, hold short Lima 4 Alpha.
Right on Lima 4, hold short Lima 4 Alpha, Emirates 721.
Agent 411, stand by for push traffic off your right hand side.
Again, 411, roger that.
Emirates 888, are you ready for push and start?
Emirates 888, A firm, sir, standing by.
Emirates 888, push and start approved, facing east on Zulu.
Push start approved onto Zulu, face east to Emirates 888. Alright. Back here. Checklist. It's going to tell me that I've forgotten to switch the beacon on. Yep. Parking brake is on. Takeoff speeds. And slides. Oh, Jim.
Emirates
This is why we have
7,
checklists.
Dubai ground.
Arm slides, Bills. Come on. Chop, chop. There we go. Slides are armed. Those will steering disconnect will come when we push.
Emirates 007.
Right, we're clear to push
Dubai
and start.
ground.
Face east. Let's release the park brake.
Emirates 007, go ahead.
You did miss the holding point, but it's not an issue now.
Oh.
Continue on Mike. Hold Mike.
Continue Mike and hold up Mike,
Da-da-da-da.
Emirates.
Right.
And
Some
Emirates 007, contact
judicious
tower 118.750.
switching between this page and this page. See if I can make this happen properly.
118.75, yes?
Oh, no, you're in the terminal now.
Emirates 07, correct.
Alright, and see you.
Uh-oh, where are we going? Oh, we want to go straight. Okay. Emma clear, push to start.
Emirates 721, turn right on Mike, hold Mike.
Right on Mike, hold Mike. Emirates 7.
How's that going? Yes, that's lovely.
Dubai ground.
Starting engine 1.
Skyway 1082 on Julius
fuel.
Sky Dubai 1082, welcome to Dubai. Continue on Juliet, your parking, stand Bravo 6.
Back a bit, straight, please.
Taxing on Juliet and parking Bravo 6 to schedule on the rig.
Sorry folks, I'd show you the engine, I'm just trying not to cock up this pushback. Go on, quickly. There it is. Starting. Let's try that.
Emirates 721, are you okay there?
You okay?
If you just turn right on
engine is available, starting
you
engine
over to
2.
tower very shortly, they'll give you the runway holding point.
Oh, that's gone quite well. It's disconnected. What's going on?
Speedbird 104, we are ready for taxi.
Speedbird 104 via Juliet. Juliet 3.
Pushback complete, set park brake. Park brake is on.
Zulu, sorry. Juliet 5.
I think that went quite well,
430 left.
if I do say so myself. There's probably somebody going to pop up and tell me, no, you've done that all wrong. Made an ass of yourself on YouTube. Made an ass of yourself on YouTube. Taxiing without pedals. It's a bold strategy. Let's see if it pays off.
Ethan.
Let's turn this down so we can see.
Juliet 3, right on Zulu, Juliet 5, hold kilo 14.
So the next frequency should be 11955 to cross the runway.
Almost left onto Juliet 5. Left. Speedbird 104 correct. Agent 411 after the Speedbird 777 taxis away.
Okay, we've got 2 engines available. I'm going to set my start selector back to normal. Pilot flying comes up. APU bleed can go off. Pilot monitoring would come down, and I'll just do it this way. Arm those.
Qatari 69.
Reset the rudder trim.
Ground. Push and start approve facing.
Flaps. And a status if there is one, but there isn't one.
In fact, standby.
So let's just do that. Then we would release our engineer. We'd do a flight control check. So I see full up. Full down. Neutral.
277. That's not kilo, but no worries.
Left.
Continue taxi via kilo.
Almost.
Kilo golf.
There we go. Full left. Full right.
Thank you.
Neutral. And the rudders.
Ground, good evening. Katagi 9 Hotel ready for pushing.
Not doing anything. That's good. Fab.
Qatari 9 Hotel.
That normally would come up there. Fantastic. Right, after start checklist. Once we've confirmed that the engineer is of course away. NTI says, our flight controls are checked, ground clearance is received. And we can call for taxi. So let's look forwards. Ground Emirates 888, request taxi please. Hello? Ground.
Emirates 888, a taxi via Zulu. Juliet 3, hold kilo 11.
Zulu, Juliet 3, hold at kilo 11. Emirates 888. All right, so we know where that is. Well, I do. Zulu, Juliet 3, kilo 11. So we're going to turn left at the end of the terminal, hold short of the runway. Going to want to put a taxi light on so people can see us. Make sure it's clear left. Yes, it is. Make sure it's clear right. Cool, we'll reset our camera position, release the park brake, and we will go commit aviation.
Turkish 1 Alpha Bravo.
That's a lot of traffic on fine. Look at that. Oh, this is where I realised I've forgotten to plug in my pedals. That's why my rudder thing didn't work. Oh, there we go. Okay, this doesn't happen in real life. Okay, so Now we can taxi.
Turkish 277, contact ground on
So we've got rudder
121.650. Have a good day.
Oh, that could have been a disaster. Imagine if there was a crosswind on takeoff. Where's it going?
Qatari 69 Echo, after the Fly Dubai 737 on your right, taxis past you, push and start approve, facing west on Juliet.
Oh, my rudder pedal's suddenly gone really sensitive as well. That's not doesn't bode well for later. Alright, so what happens now? When we're near the terminal, we don't do anything. Okay.
Contact tower on 119.550
So,
for crossing. Have a good flight.
119.550, speed 104. Good night.
but we can confirm once we know where we're going to be departing from that there are no changes. The clearance is there. We'll have a look at the PFD and the ND, make sure that they all make sense. Then pilot flying, switch on the weather radar. Pilot monitoring, I'm not going to change seats while I'm taxiing. We'll back here, and we'll press the takeoff config push button, which is that one.
Saudi Air 73 Zulu.
Hopefully not works. So I'm just going to focus on this turn because we're getting to the actually the second left from here. You know, there's actually a 15 knot speed limit restriction on Zulu in Dubai as well, so probably breaking the law. Right, so as we're approaching our turn, we want to make sure that it's clear. It's not that hold point, it is the other one. There's Juliet 3. Make sure there's nobody coming from the right. And I'm going to turn left at a speed of around 10 knots.
Dubai ground, good evening, Qatar 988 Alpha 4. We request start and pushback.
This is where somebody tells me I should get a VR headset.
Qatari 922, push and start approved, facing east on Zulu.
Right, here is Kilo 11, where we will hold short.
Qatari 999 ready for taxi.
Qatari 9 Romeo, Roger, standby for taxi.
Okay, park brake is on. See if we can get this takeoff config to work.
Himalayan 575, it's right on Lima 3, hold Lima 3.
Yeah, I know where I'm going, so I'm going to take this off so I can see the traffic.
Right, Lima 3, I'll find one.
Oh, wow, look at that. That's crazy.
Emirates 721, are you still on frequency?
Let's go with this guy.
Firm Emirates 721.
Emirates 721, apologies. Contact tower on 118.750. Have a good flight.
No problem. 118.75. Thanks. Emirates 721.
There is some landing traffic. Hello.
Saudi 73 Zulu. Contact ground on 121.650.
121.650 for Saudi 73 Zulu. Thank you. Good night.
Emirates 888, contact tower on 119.550 for crossing.
11955, Emirates 888. Thanks very much. Good evening. RMP 11955. There we are. It should be. Maybe.
Airend 2201, continue approach runway 30 left, number 1, plan to vacate left at Kilo 8.
Plan to vacate left, Kilo 8, continue approach Airend 2201.
So good evening, Emirates 888 Heavy. We're at Kilo 11, holding short, runway 30 left.
Emirates 888, hold position, I'll call you back.
Hold position, Emirates 888. Cool.
342, we're holding Kilo.
Let's have a look.
Swiss 242 over the ground now, 118.350.
Hello,
118.350.
Oh no.
Airend 2201, the surface wind 330 3 knots, runway 30 left, clear to land.
It's not that one. It's going to be 875 for the other tower, isn't it? Cool. Da, 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 da. How long is this? It's a 50-minute video already and we're not even airborne. Madness. There's 6 people on the holding point on the other side as well. Look at this. Carnage. It's cool though. If you're a nerd like me. There's another aeroplane. Hello. Another one at 700 feet.
Airend India 564, expect late landing clearance, surface wind 330 at 3 knots.
That is late landing clearance. It's
Roger,
600
we're
feet.
expecting late landing clearance for Air India 564.
Ooh, we're going to get a go
Air
around.
India 2201, taxi right, kilo, hold at kilo, kilo.
Left kilo, hold kilo, Air India 2201.
I recognise this voice. I think this might actually be a real controller. As in, a real
And Air India 2201, if you could expedite your taxi past kilo 8, please.
by airport controller.
Roger.
Air India 564, runway 30 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, Air India 564.
Very good.
Emirates 888 behind the landing, Airbus A350 via kilo 11, cross runway 30 left, continue taxi holding point Mike 14 Alpha, runway 30 right.
Okay, behind the landing, Air India 350, cross runway 30 left, behind, continue taxi, holding point Mike 14 Alpha, runway 30 right. Emirates 888. Alright, where's the landing traffic? There he goes. Right. I'm assuming that's okay.
Air India 564, welcome to Dubai, taxi right on kilo, hold at kilo, kilo.
Mike 14 Alpha is just straight across.
Right on kilo, hold kilo, kilo for Air India 564.
Dubai Tower, good day, Emirates 605 Yankee Super, establish ALS runway 30 left.
Emirates 6 Alpha Yankee, Dubai Tower, hello, continue approach runway 30 left, number 1, plan to vacate left at kilo 8.
Vacate left at kilo 8, continue approach runway 30 left, number 1, Emirates 6 Alpha Yankee Super.
Emirates 888, contact Dubai Tower 118.750.
Tower 118.750, Emirates 888 by now.
Emirates Emirates 6 Alpha Yankee, surface wind 330 at 3 knots, runway 30 left.
11875. And he said contact, not monitor, so I will contact. We got a departure controller? Don't know. Alright. I did change it, didn't I? Right, target evening, Emirates 888 Heavy, Mike 14 Alpha, holding short runway 30 right, we're ready for departure in 10.
Emirates 888, continue holding short, Mike 14 Alpha.
Continue holding short, Emirates 888.
Speedboat 104, contact, departures 121.025, bye-bye.
Get that right.
121025, speedboat 104, good night.
Himalaya 575, clear to cross runway 30 right.
Cross runway 30 right,
Himalaya 575, contact ground 121650.
12165,
Oh, the nerves. So real. It's cool. I didn't know this thing existed. That's my mate. No, he's not here. Just single pilot ops. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell Airbus. And we wait some more.
One eternity later.
Emirates 888 via Mike 14 Alpha, line up and wait runway 30 right.
Bye, Mike 14 Alpha, line up and wait runway 30 right, Emirates 888. Okay, lights. Gonna make a PA and do the before takeoff checklist. Before you take off in a 350, you should fully depress the brakes. We did the taxi checklist. We didn't, but there you go, we just did. Lineup checklist.
Qatari
Let's go, take off runway, the packs are on.
Standby. Break, Saudi at 554, you with me?
Alright. I think we're ready.
Saudi at 554, traffic is an Emirates 777 vacated to the left ahead. Surface wind 3303 knots, runway 30 left, clear to land. Emirates 501, taxi straight ahead, Juliet 2, stand Alpha 2.
Oh, wait a sec. Why is it shouting traffic?
Emirates 888 traffic is an A320 departing ahead. The surface wind 3303 at 3 knots, runway 30 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear takeoff, runway 30 left. Emirates 888. Okay, lights are on.
Contact Dubai departure 121.
Have a little glance to the left, make sure we're doing our lineup properly. There is our 320 departed ahead.
Qatari 9022 behind the landing Saudi A321 Neo. Via cable 14 cross runway 30 left behind.
Alright. Are we ready? Yes. Alright, start the timer. Push the side stick half forwards. Set 25% thrust because there's no tailwind component and definitely no crosswind. And set takeoff. And flex 67 SRS runway. Auto thrust blue. Check. Thrust set from the other side. Need to turn down the sensitivity on my rudder again. So, around 80 knots or so, we can release the pressure on the side stick to back to neutral. 100 knots is called from the other seat, which we've checked.
V1.
Hand off the thrust levers. The man says rotate, so we rotate. Nav. Positive climb. You're up.
Up and wait, runway 30 right.
Happy one.
Emirates 888, contact Dubai departure 121.025.
121.025, Emirates 888, bye now. And climb. Thrusty, climb, auto thrust, passing S speed. Go to flap 0. 121.025 is already there. Departure, good evening, Emirates 888 heavy passing 1,800 feet.
Emirates 888, Dubai departures are now identified. Climb unrestricted 5,000 feet for now.
Climb unrestricted, altitude 5,000 feet, Emirates 888. 5.
Emirates Super 8, recleared climb flight level 150, speed 290 knots.
Climb flight level 150, speed 290 knots, Emirates 888. Alright. 15,000 blue. We don't have company restrictions.
Proceed direct lope up.
Direct lope up, Emirates 888, thank you.
Backsun,
FMS.
3,000 feet.
Direct to. Click on the arrow. Oh, we missed the arrow. Direct to. Lope up. Hello. Is it correct? Yes, it is. Back to the FMS. Activate it. Have a look. Okay, so we've disarmed our spoilers. Flying direct low pap, and then we can increase the range to see where we're going. It's 27 miles away, so there it is. Now that we've retracted our flaps, we can turn off the nose wheel lights, although they do go off by themselves when you put the gear up. And away we go. Policies on speed vary by airline. Where I work, we shouldn't be doing more than 250 knots below 5,000 feet. So in real life, I would have politely declined that clearance, but as realistic as this looks, it's not real, so we'll do as we're asked. Given the short flight, it's 17:56, so we've got 40 minutes until we land. I think they're probably going to hand me over. Oh, I don't know. Hold on. Looks like we've got some more people to talk to. Maybe.
Oh, we've
got a Doha approach controller now as well. That's exciting.
12215, Python Echo Fox, thank you very much, bye bye.
One Fox Echo.
Doo-doo. Alright. Can I have my camera back to normal? Thank you. So, there's 5,000 feet. By company policy, we can let the passengers out now. Leave that to auto.
Good evening,
Now, I believe the uncontrolled airspace would have me speaking to 1228.
Katarina Romeo Hotel Dubai departure satellite identified. Continue climb unrestricted flight level 150.
Unrestricted climb.
We need the weather for Doha.
Dubai departure, good evening.
Hey, wind.
5, runway to departure.
Qatar 922 Dubai departure satellite. You should be with the tower of 1.
It's 35 degrees in Doha. QNH is 999.
Confirm contacting tower.
And ILS minimum.
11875.
So the charts now, we need to go to Doha.
11875.
Instant approach charts, ILS runway 16 left. Cat 1, 220. Infamous. $220. Missed approach altitude is 3,000 feet. All right. So we're almost ready. Can make a cup of tea. Wow, we've got controllers all the way. What an event. Look at this.
Mr. Light, contact UAE 13215. Bye bye.
13215, Emirates 888. Bye now.
Bye.
RP 13215. That's really cool.
Emirates 858, cleared VTEP 4 Delta arrival. Cleared VTEP 4 Delta, Emirates 858. Supervet 6215, increase Mach decimal 81 or greater.
Increase decimal 81 on greater to 615.
UAE, good evening. Emirates 888 Heavy. We're passing 1200, climbing flight level 150, speed 290 knots.
Emirates 888, cancel speed restrictions, climb flight level 220.
Climb flight level 220, free speed. Emirates 888, thank you. Alright, flight level 220, 22,000 blue, manage the speed.
UAE radar good A, cleared route
And now cruise blue.
Arrival, descend flight level 250.
It's cool. Very realistic.
And with that 225, descend flight level 250.
Alright, so we are 1,000 feet before our transition altitude, 13,000 feet on departure. So I will push it.
Emirates 359, release Mach decimal 77 now.
Standard set.
Reduce Mach 7.
Passing 10,000 feet, we switch off the landing lights.
1002, increase speed 310 knots or greater.
Confirm that 220 works. This is not correct. I'm going to go all the way up to 41,000 feet on a half an hour flight. Now we can go and... We didn't have an engine failure after takeoff, so we can delete the stuff we put in case we had an engine failure. So I'll just press delete and enter. It's gone. It's going to go. And the secondary flight plan that we changed to an immediate return can now just be a copy of the active, or potentially might be a good idea to have in runway 16 right as a backup in case they change it.
Emirates 359
I'm on Inibuilds.
to the left heading 050 degrees.
Left 050 degrees and 359.
16 right. Yeah, in fact, I'm just going to do that in case it's a late notice change.
206, contact Dubai arrivals 124.9, bye bye.
249, 206.
Hello.
Please.
Please.
Line radar services 78 monitor advisory. Bye bye. Blocked. Pakistan 7 Alpha.
I didn't select it.
Line radar services 78 monitor advisory. Bye bye.
Close the one, please.
Pakistan 7 Alpha monitor
Yes.
advisory. Thank you. Assalamu
Yes.
alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Break. Pakistan 8 Kilo Foxtrot. Same for you. Muscat is offline. Radar services 78 monitor advisory. Bye bye.
Take one, performance. This is very, very slow.
Dubai control. Hello, this is
Right.
Sham 727. Currently at flight level 330.
Sorry, not the wind.
At Mach point 780.
This one's
Okay, back
right.
break. Speedbird 104. Contact Bahrain 127.525. Bye bye.
That's right. 220 again.
Contact Bahrain 127.525, 0104, good evening.
Supervisor 21, correction 6215, descent altitude.
Current altitude on that one is also
descent by level
3,000 feet.
220.
So we have a backup plan. That's exciting.
59 at descent
scary.
altitude 1313.
Okay, so Kovla, Dinex. Yeah. Kovla, Dinex is hiding in here.
188, speed 250 knots.
Dinex, Kivam 250 knots. Ukoba 11, which it says currently it's not going to make, that's why this is orange. See what's going on there. That says it's going to be 2,000 feet high. That's something for us to manage later on. And Mock said Sidmu
Dubai arrival 121.025.
Negative, listen to me. 124.9.
Okay, then
124.
Egnok Nolma,
9.
A firm, bye bye.
Bhutan, Ivani, and then a left turn for the ILS, which we checked is correct.
Radar services
Cool.
monitor advisory. Bye bye.
Further advisor on 121, I think over service C is Cutaway 3 Tango.
UAV, good evening, this is Emirates 818-50390.
But it's 8.
Had all sorts of horror stories and YouTube videos about don't anger the controllers.
Break. With 225, speed 250 knots.
We could probably set our BTV for landing, couldn't we?
Fly Sham 727, double descent reached.
Flight cap 727, UAV
Find
radar
a
descent by level
ground
2501, conversion speed 230 knots.
Descent flight level 250, 138, speed 230 knots.
So,
Flight Sham 727.
for runway 16 left, we'll probably want us to vacate at Alpha 7. So, in order to set the BTV, you got a plan?
Emirates 359, a turn to the right, heading
Go
170.
to zoom.
Flight 170 degrees and 359.
Wait. Dry 6 is good, as you're in the Middle East and it's always dry.
515, UAV radar, good day, cleared, route up 4 Delta arrival. Copy 1002, contact about arrivals 124.
1,000 to go. There we go. BTV is alive. Alright, so now you can come on here, you can drag this map around. You can drag this map around, he says.
Emirates, expecting Supervet 6215, proceed direct at VATSIM.
Please. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so now, when you hover over Alpha 7, a little blue box, set BTV exit. When you set the BTV exit, it doesn't now, but you should get here, runway occupancy time,
8, 9,
and some time, so it should say normally 30/30, something like that, which is the amount of time it will take for your brakes to cool down to 150 degrees, whether you speed up cruise star, whether you use idle or full reverse. So we still haven't set the BTV yet. What we've done is selected an exit.
Emirates 359, continue descent altitude.
Come over to the auto brake push button with that selected. And now you get BTV blue. That's how cruise. And now our BTV is set for Alpha 7.
Okay, hold on guys, 1 second here. Emirates 359, a turn left heading
Out
110.
cruise. Now, TCAS probably want to be pointing downwards. Could have a look through the systems. So we're looking at this page here, and you can actually do either click on them individually, or you can scroll with this. People aren't going to know how to hold. Cabin pressure makes sense.
Supervet 6215, turn left heading 080 degrees.
Okay, all the systems, that's a bunch of green, which is good. UAE Emirates 888 approaching Tosna.
Emirates 888, contact Doha radar 121.1, bye-bye.
121.1, Emirates 888, thanks, good night.
Emirates 24 Alpha, expedite descent.
Doha here, Emirates 888, heavy with flight level 220, position Tosna.
Emirates 888 Heavy, Hamid approach, radar contact. You're clear for the Tosna 1 Papa arrival. Expect ILS approach runway 16 left.
Tosna 1 Papa, expect ILS runway 16 left, Emirates 888.
Emirates 007 via tour 1, cleared ILS approach runway 16 left, report established.
Alright, we're about to start our descent, so we'll put the seatbelt sign on. Who's this just popped up on here? Minus.
Departure MP. Emirates 007 via tour 1, cleared ILS approach runway 16 left, report established.
Via tour 1 and then runway 16 left, yes. ILS.
And report established, 007. Emirates 888, report and ready for descent.
Emirates 888, we're ready for descent anytime, sir.
Emirates 888, roger, descent to 13,000 feet via the star, QNH, QNH is now 1000.
Okay, copy QNH 1000, descend via the star, just confirm the cleared level for Emirates 888.
Emirates 888, cleared level is 13,000 feet.
Descend altitude 13,000 feet, Emirates 888, thank you.
All station, new QNH is 1000.
Alright, so we're going to go into a managed descent. And he said it's QNH 1000, so we'll change that in here. QNH 1000, 13,000 blue, speed descent. Cool. Okay. So, how are we descending? When I pressed it the first time, it went into open descent, which is what happens when you pull. That will not respect any restrictions, constraints in terms of speed or altitude. However, if you push it, you get managed descent, which is why it says DES. This little green blob here is the vertical profile. So it should say we're about 10 feet high at the moment. And if you go on to the descent page, it says we're plus 30 feet. So that sort of ties in with this. These two magenta slashes, I guess, are a speed range where the FMS will allow the aircraft speed to increase or decrease to make your descent as efficient as possible. So if you're slightly above the profile, it will just pitch down, increase the airspeed, but no faster than, in this case, 335 knots. If you start slightly below the profile, what it will actually do is allow the speed to decrease before it brings the engines up, because that obviously is more fuel efficient. As it goes, it's still not actually made its restriction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this and pull this down, I guess. There you go. And that now goes to open descent. So thrust idle, open descent. And that is now going to make our descent restriction of 11,000 feet. So if I have a quick zoom in onto here, you see now we've got a blue arrow. That's where we're going to level off in open descent, and speed's now coming back to 250 knots, which makes sense. So it looks like it's going to make the restriction. according to its calculations, but it's currently changing its mind, I guess, as we pick up a little bit of a tailwind, so I may need to intervene, and now it's changed its mind again. So I'm going to pay it less attention and just hope that it gets there.
Doha radar, good evening. Qatar Nana going to flight level 220, ready for descent.
Qatar 9 Romeo Hotel Hamad approach radar contact. You're clear for the Cessna 1 Papa arrival, expect ILS approach on runway 16 left.
Clear for the Cessna 1 Papa arrival and expect 16 left ILS for Qatar Nana.
Qatar 9 Romeo Hotel, clear direct Kubla.
Direct Kubla for Qatar Nana.
Qatar 76 Quebec, via at 4-1, clear ILS approach runway 16, report established.
Answer one clear for the ILS 16 left and report when established. 76 Quebec.
Alright, so now it says it's drifting slightly high. The way we can fix that is by going selected speed, so I just pull the speed, and briefly increase that, which will increase our rate of descent, which hopefully should bring our blue descent arrow back closer to where we want.
And approach, hello again, this is Flight 882 Charlie X-Ray, 5,000.
November 732
That's still not quite making it, so we'll give it a few more knots.
Continue climb, flight level 210.
Continue to climb, 210, Flight 882 Charlie X-Ray.
Alright, as a last resort, what you can do is go back to your managed speed, and then go to vertical speed, and to make sure that you make it, about 1600 feet a minute, you'll get there, and then control the speed by using the speed brakes. But we're only cleared down to 13,000 feet, and I'm trying to get down to 11, which without ATC clearance is not going to help. So I've put my speed brakes away, I'm back to VS minus 1,000.
November 732 Charlie X-ray, clear direct Cupro.
Clear direct to Cupro. Flight 882 Charlie X-ray.
Qatar 76 Quebec, contact tower on 118.5 to 5.
I'll start.
118.5 for Qatar 76 Quebec, bye-bye.
Out.
Emirates 888, continue descent 6,000 feet.
It's an altitude 6,000 feet, Emirates 888. 6,000.
Qatar 9 Romeo Hotel.
Go open descent. Tidal open descent, 6,000 blue. And if you look closely, there's an aeroplane down there, so he's 4,600 below and climbing. So I'm assuming that ATC, having just cleared us to descend 7,000 feet, think that he's going to be clear of us by the time we get there.
Keep on for Qatar Nana. And with that, we are ready for descent. Qatar Nana, hold me also.
Qatar 9 Romeo Hotel, Roger. When ready, descend to 13,000 feet.
Quite close now.
What
if we'll be able to see him? There's Doha. There's our traffic. So he looks like he's gonna be clear, but that's quite a tight one. Look at that. TCAS RA will go off at 5 miles, and he's 5.5 feet. That's either genius controlling. No, it's brilliant. Well done. Superb. Never in doubt.
Hello.
Hi.
UAE 2814, good day, just
Brilliant.
passing 3,000 feet.
Love it.
UAE 2814, Hamad approach identified.
There you
Continue
go.
climb to 5,000 feet.
Love it.
Continue climb to 5,000, UAE 2814.
That's cool. Alright, so we're going to 6 and he was cleared to 5. So as we get closer to 6, I'll reduce our rate of descent so that we don't get a TCAS rate. So, 10,000 feet. Landing lights. The LS push buttons can go on. India Delta Echo is correct for ILS runway 16 left. I'm now going to reduce my rate of descent to 1,000 feet a minute. That should stop the shouting. Okay, then pilot monitoring could come in and make sure these days with GPS jamming everywhere that we've still got the GPS. So nav primary means we are, so we're navigating via IRS and GPS.
Emirates 2814, continue climb.
And then we can do the approach checklist. So Barra F, QNH 1000 is set. Minimum we've set here at 220. The runway condition is dry. Coast condition go to 6. And the auto brake reset the BTV. Is the approach checklist complete? I'm going to ignore messages like speed error at Kivam because that was miles away. And we'll have lots of... Okay, so we're almost abeam the field now. So I'm going to start going down. The traffic is clear. So open descent down to 6,000 feet. I'm going to go to selected speed. And then I'm going to activate the approach phase. Now what that does... So we go to the performance page. And activate the approach phase. Now, before I do that, if I manage the speed, you see the magenta target here is 250 knots. After I press activate approach speed phase, the managed speed target is the minimum speed that we would do now. See how our managed speed target has disappeared. If I manage the speed now, it'll go back to green dot because we're clean, which is just down here somewhere. It'll be about 200. Then as you select flaps 1, it will automatically reduce to S speed. As you select flaps 2, all the way to F speed. And then when you get your final landing flap, it will come back to V approach.
Yeah.
So the reason that I selected the speed before I managed, before I activated the approach phase is because I didn't...
888, continue descent 3,000 feet.
Send 3,000 feet, Emirates 888. 3,000 blue. And yeah, I wanted to maintain 250 knots because it helps it slow down quicker. Now I'm starting to think about when would be a good time to turn base. 5 miles, 6,000 feet would require about 18 miles to lose the height, and then probably another 5 or so to slow down.
13,000, Qatar Departure.
I'd like to kind of demonstrate for you a CDA, constant descent approach.
Climb flight level 210, Emirates 2814.
We should really be displaying the ILS chart now. I think we've got all the information we need from that one. Alright, so now I'm starting to think 5 miles would be 15 and we're 6, so it's reasonable. Might start thinking about slowing down soon because we've got a 220 knot speed restriction there. Yeah, I think now's the time to come back towards 220. So now I'm starting to think 4,500, 8 miles would be 24, but we've got another 5 across. So even if you turned us base now, if we were a bit slower, we would be able to get in. 9 miles would need 2,700 feet, and we're at 4.3, so we're only 1,600 feet above the ideal profile if we were pointing in the right direction. So I'm going to go flaps 1 and go 200 knots. so that we really can accept a base turn. 10 miles 42, so actually we're fine now.
Emirates
Right.
888 after Bonnie, clear direct 4-1.
on the L72, mate.
Blocked.
Emirates 888 after Ivani, clear direct 4-1.
After Ivani to which point, please, Emirates 888?
Emirates 888 4-1. Tango, Oscar, Victor, Alpha, November.
Ivani then to Tovan, Emirates 888, roger. We can accept a base turn anytime for the ILS.
Good. Emirates 888, the base turn is 4-1. Break 7 Hotel, you're identified passing 1,800 feet, clear direct Alpha.
Direct L7, Qatar is but
November 732 Charlie X-ray, contact UAE South radar on.
So now we're really
250. Bye-bye.
unnecessarily.
18250, do Charlie X-ray. Good night.
Good night.
Ivani Tovan, okay, fine. Tovan. Tovan. Let me click it, please. Please let me click it. Please let me click it. Set next waypoint. For goodness sake.
Qatar 7 Hotel, continue climb flight level 210.
Seriously, this is really...
210, Qatar is
Emirates 888 via Tovan, clear Dallas approach, runway 16 left, report established.
By Tovan, clear the ILS, runway 16 left, call again established, Emirates 888.
Emirates 2814, contact UAE South radar on 128.250, bye-bye. Emirates 2814.
Yes, hello.
Okay, so what we can do now, GS lock, land 3, single, lock star, so now we're turning. Not really a CDA, we could have taken a base turn much earlier than that. But 14 miles, 180 knots, that's fine.
Flight level 220, speed 290 knots.
Emirates 2814.
Emirates 2814, what was it again?
I'm not sure what this Etihad is doing. It appears to be flying at me, which is super helpful.
Karabai 12,
Lock.
Hamad approach your radar contact. Clear for the Tosna 1 Papa arrival. Expect ILS approach runway 16 and clear direct Kubla.
Flight about got the radar. What is the approach, please? For flight about top, I got Thomas. Which one, please?
Karabai 12, Tosna 1 Papa arrival.
Alright, so let's go flaps 2, 180 knots, reasonable speed on the glide slope.
And Karabai 12, clear direct Kubla.
Direct Kubla, flight by.
Emirates 888, contact tower on 118.525, bye-bye.
118.525, Emirates 888. Thanks for your help, good night.
Good night. Qatar 9 Romeo Hotel, continue descent 3,000 feet.
Continue descent 2,000.
Qatar 321, I'm on tower.
I'm at tower, good evening, Emirates 888 Heavy. We are 9 miles ILS, runway 16 left.
I'm at tower. Hello, this is Qatar 321 with you, holding short Alpha 10.
Emirates 888, I'm on tower. Hello, wind 080 degrees, 10 knots, runway 16 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 16 left, Emirates 888.
2,500.
Sorry, 321, I'm on tower. Continue Bravo.
Alright, 160 knots. Let's go geared down.
Continue
on Bravo, holding point.
When we lower the gear, we're going to arm the spoilers. I'm going to put the nose wheel lights on. And we'll go flaps 3. And you can see it lighting up the dust. And we'll go flaps full. And this is a TCAS RA from the Etihad that's chasing us. I'm going to ignore that. Very annoying. I'll explain the TCAS RA shortly. I'm going to do my landing checklist first. Which is complete. And what you can actually do is you can shut that up by going TA only. Now it won't give us any more, it shouldn't give us any more RAs, but it's doing that anyway. So landing positions here. That's about the wind. We've done our clearance. We've checked the glide slope. I see 2 reds, 2 whites, and the go around altitude is set. So that's 4 miles. We'll manage the speed. Generally 160 knots to 4 miles is pretty common.
1,000.
1,000 is checked. Alright, now, excuses time. I've just been to IKEA today and bought a couple of tables, so I've moved my seat. I haven't moved my seat's in the right place, but I've moved the side stick and the throttle quadrant, so apologies in advance if this is rubbish. But I am visual. I see a 10 knot crosswind. I'm going to be gentle on the rudders because they were really sensitive on the ground. 500 is checked. 400 land, I'm not going to do an auto land, so...
21 behind the arriving Emirates A350 from Alpha 11.
Approach 1.
Left behind.
They're above to check. Touch it as little as possible.
Minimum.
Continue.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Okay. That was poo. Spoilers. Reverse screen. BTV. D-cell. And as we approach 70 knots, we'll come back to reverse idle.
Emirates 888, welcome to Doha, right turn Alpha 7, left turn Bravo.
Right, Alpha 7 left on Bravo, Emirates 888, thank you sir. Zoom in a tiny bit. So that's Alpha 7, and then the first right onto Bravo. A taxi chart off to my left.
Emirates 888, contact Hamad ground 120, decimal 225.
120225, Emirates 888. Thank you, good night.
Barrier 321, 1 airborne, contact Doha radar, frequency 121.1, 080 degrees, 10 knots, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
0225.
Takeoff 1, airborne 121.1. Thank you for the service, Qatar 321 See ya.
Bye-bye.
Hello, ground. Good evening. Emirates 888 Heavy. We're on Bravo just to beam Alpha 6.
Hello, 888. Hello. It's stand Charlie 11 via Alpha 4 and Echo 4.
Okay, Charlie 11 via Alpha 4 and Echo 4, Emirates 888. Thanks.
Charlie 9 Papa, stand Charlie 5 requesting pushing stop. On my Emirates 888, right turn Alpha 4 Echo 4, stand Charlie 11.
Okay, right turn Alpha 4 Echo 4 Charlie 11, Emirates 888.
How do you know the power position? So facing north on Echo 1.
Alright, so now we know where we're going. It's going to be down here, first right, down there, and Charlie 11 is about there. First things first, we just don't want to stop blinding everybody by turning the landing lights off. We're not on a runway anymore, so we don't need the strobes. And then you would signal to your pilot monitoring that you know where you're going and you're happy. So you disarm the spoilers. Pilot monitoring would then retract the flaps. And then we see Alpha 4 is the next right. Before we do that, APU takes about a minute and 15 seconds, so we're going to give it time. And we'll slow down for this turn because that's where we're going.
9110, taxi Foxtrot, Quebec, Bravo, hold short taxiway Alpha 10.
Taxiway Foxtrot, Quebec, hold short off, Charlie, Qatari 110 heavy.
Negative, hold short taxiway Alpha 10.
So Echo 4, Charlie 11 is going to be about here somewhere.
Qatari 110 heavy.
If you zoom all the way in on the ONS, you should have the stands as well. There you go, Charlie 11 is there. Okay, clear left, turning left. So Charlie 11 should be, I think, this guy, one of these. That's 13. So it's after 13, it's that one. There you go, Charlie 11. There's an aeroplane there, he's far enough away. Once we're happy with where we're going, we can turn the nose wheel light off so we don't blind people. Why have we stopped? So clear left. I'll come round to the left and follow our Charlie 11 line. And turn. Okay, so clear on the left hand side. We would say to the cabin crew that we want them to disarm the doors. And while they do that, we're going to park. You want to be doing less than sort of 5 knots, ideally around 3. Again with the oversensitive rudder pedals. Again, I can cheat. A little overheads. Even have a look down here.
Negative 118525.
All right. So we brought her to a stop. Set the park brake. The park brake on. We literally take our feet off the brakes, look sideways to make sure the aeroplane isn't moving. Once we've done that, pilot monitoring, put the bleed on. And once you've confirmed that your bleed and the APU is available, you can turn off the engine masters.
Sierra hold short taxiway Kilo. So for that we are going to continue taxi Echo 1 Charlie Sierra hold short.
Then you want, now with the engine spooling down, you want to see that they are spooling down to a safe level. Somewhere around 10% is usually pretty good.
Very sorry.
We can turn off the beacon. And once we've confirmed that the cabin crew have in fact disarmed the slides, turn off the seatbelt sign. Then your pilot monitoring will reach up, switch off the fuel pumps.
Charlie 7 for 6 Romeo. 6 Romeo. After
then come down, check.
After the company
Position monitor, make sure that these haven't drifted too much. Onto the surveillance page, turn off the transponder. Some people and some places actually require you to set either 2000 or 1000 after landing, but otherwise it becomes sort of a non-official SOP. And then you do parking checklist. Heart brake chocks are set. The wing lights are all off. Parking checklist complete. And that is it for our aeroplane from Dubai all the way to Doha. Switched her off, parked her in the right place. There we go. Off we go to the hotel. It's a cool picture. So, that was my first VATSIM flight. Forgot my rudder pedals, scrambled the FMS, somehow still made it. Guess I'll be back for round 2, assuming ATC will have me. If you enjoyed watching me sweat under real ATC, hit subscribe. There's every chance it'll happen again.